That was it?
That's all there is to it. Just play black keys.
There you go. That's sped up.
That speeds it up.
Yeah.
God, that's great.
Single version.
What made you decide to come to Paisley Park, first of all?
It's the best studio outside of New York and LA, and we, I had never seen it before. I expected it to be all purple and scarves everywhere and incense, but it's a very professional place. It's great.
How do you like Paisley Park, then?
It's great. It's out in the middle of nowhere, There's not many distractions out here, which is a good thing.
None.
No distractions. Zero distractions.
What have you been doing since you've been here, other than doing the record?
You're looking at it. This is it.
There's not much else. We have a fireplace, and so we build a fire every night and watch that because we don't get cable. And we don't have a stereo.
We have Sundays off. We go into town, go to a museum, go to First Avenue and see if there's a band there.
Essentially,
And
this is not a vacation. We didn't come here for the waters or for the entertainment or anything. But actually, we're really easily distracted, so it's better that we be somewhere kind of where there literally are no distractions at all.
That's why we don't work much in New York or LA, because there's too many people and too much going on.
Are you mixing here? Did you record it? Where did you record it?
Yeah, we recorded in Woodstock, New York at Bearsville Studios. We came down to Athens and worked in a small studio there, John Keene's, and came up here to mix. And we've done a number of recording tracks here, but they're kind of on the fly.
How has the Prince Paisley Park sort of vibe influenced the record so far?
Funked it up a lot. Scott was saying that there is actually a kind of sound that he thinks you get from this room that is present in both the Prince records and ours, kind of a low-end sound. Other than that, I don't know. We've only seen him walk in the hallways a couple of times.
How's the new record coming?
Well, it's destined to be pop legend. It's the best thing we've done.
Really?
Yeah, kind of. It's going to redefine music, I think, in the '90s.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, it's brilliant. It's completely different from anything we've ever done before. I think it's completely different from anything that's been done before. So.
Michael said that it's redefining. It's going to redefine pop music.
Best pop record of the year. There are definitely some pop elements on it, a lot more than we've had maybe on the last few records. It's a real diverse record. There are some incredibly pop songs, and there's some dark, slow songs. It's going to be a shock for a lot of people, I think.
If anything, we went on this long tour. It was 9 months, which is a long time to be traveling, and it's very difficult to write new songs. We came out with 3 songs. One was a throwaway in that much time period. And so I think when we got home, got rested a little bit, we were all dying to get this new stuff out. Mm-hmm. So we went in and wrote 28 songs.
Mm-hmm. It was the first record we've written really where we actually started the songs, the foundation with keyboards and bass and guitar, rather than working in a keyboard part later, which is the way we always used to do it. So it's given a different flair to the record.
We have everybody in the band playing other than their own instruments, their main instruments. Bill on guitar and Peter on mandolin and me on keyboards and all kind of stuff like that. That, in that sense, it's a very big departure.
A lot of strings, which we've never had.
Some pretty serious strings. Usually the only strings we've had before were like a little 4-piece maybe, and we've got a full 9-piece string section on a bunch of this stuff.
I don't ever know. We don't know what we're doing ever. I mean, we just start writing songs, and then the songs are done. And this time we wrote a bunch of songs that just seemed. Well, first of all, it seemed less of a guitar record, so there's a lot more emphasis on keyboards and vocals, strings. And I personally wanted to make kind of a more Baroque-sounding record for a long time.
Were you getting bored with the guitar, drums, bass format?
I think so. We started writing these songs that we noticed it basically before the last record that started to sound alarmingly similar to stuff that we'd already done. And we said, well, we got to get away from this. Plus, actually playing your own instrument after a while, it's like, well, let's move on. Let's do something exciting and challenging. So we would sit down in the studio, and Peter would have a mandolin in his hand, and Bill would pick up the acoustic guitar, and I'd sit at the organ, and we wrote several songs like that.
And all that, but we still don't have a name for the record yet. So,
what are some of the ideas?
Oh, they all stink, you know.
Yeah.
There aren't
We
any
have like
good ones.
1,000 names. Every record we've ever had, the name just occurs real early, and it makes sense because it kind of says what the songs are all about. But I think the songs are so nothing links them really, either lyrically or musically. That nobody knows what to call it.
Unfocused.
Lost.
Any title for the record yet?
Nope.
No?
We were thinking of calling it Willful Obscurity, but that was too willfully obscure. We were thinking about calling it More Protestant Work Ethic. We were thinking about calling it Pomegranate, but that's a little too Stipean, I think. All these, no, we don't have a name.
Mm-hmm.
You might just not call it anything. Call it Peter Gabriel, maybe.
Yeah, that would be good.
We're thinking about not calling it anything, just leaving it blank. Because usually every time we've had a record before, the title has popped up at some point and everyone goes, yay, that's the one. And we're not getting that with this one, so we're just thinking maybe it doesn't need a title.
You said early in the studio, you said that you think this is the best thing you guys have done.
I think so. I said earlier that it isn't done yet, so we still have time to ruin it. There's always that, snatch victory or defeat from the jaws of victory, whatever the old saying is. But I'm really happy with the songwriting. It's one of the first records we've ever done where I walked in before we laid down a note and just was really pleased with the songs.
In September, you told MTV that it's about time the face of rock was changed, and R.E.M. is the band to do it, and we're going to do it with this next album.
Did I say that?
You said that and you laughed. Okay.
All right.
Were you kidding or were you half
No,
serious?
pop history. You're looking at it. This is it.
It looks good.
What can I say? Thanks.
Back to work.